Hello, hello, welcome. This is going to be a weird setup with the camera, uh, only because of the microphone being set up on this side. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might change it around, but you know. But welcome to the stream for Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution custom deck for the live stream. Now I'm starting a little bit early. I think I'm going to customize the deck again. There's some cards I think I do want to change because I do have some repeats of things. So let's see. I'm only going to keep one of that card, and I'll switch it out for another trap, I think. But welcome to the stream, everybody. And let's see, what can we use? Welcome, everybody. I'm testing out the new microphone, so let me know down in the comments down below if you can hear the microphone pretty clearly. Let's see, what trap card are we going to use? I know I'm starting early. Let's see, what do we have? We have, and actually, I'm going to tilt the mic just slightly upward, so that way I can talk a little bit this way. But I'm still trying to figure this out, and hopefully everything can work with things, but I'm still trying to figure it out. But I tested recording a Platinum Trophy video that'll be coming out, I think, on the 25th of the month. And it sounded pretty good. I did have to go back and re-edit because it sounded super loud. So I had to turn it down just a little. But I think sound-wise of how my voice sounds and everything, I think it went pretty well. So let's see. You know what? I'm going to put that card in there. Because that sounds like it's a pretty good one. But let's go to the campaign. We're going to play reverse duels on this one. And we can. We're going to try to see if we can win some of the reverse stuff this way. Hello, welcome to the stream. This is going to be fun doing streams and stuff now. Now, I know it looks like I'm like very close to the camera. It's all because of this. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. But when it comes to like to the microphone and stuff, I think this is going to be a fun way to do things now. And I'll be recording different Legacy Wars videos, probably some YouTube shorts this way, you know, doing the live streams and stuff like that. So this is going to be a new and a whole new awesome experience to do this. So I hope everybody enjoys this. I literally have to have my hand on the wall because it's like such a weird position to be in for this. Let's activate Fusion Gate. Then activate Graceful Charity. I'm going to get rid of Call of the Haunted and Jinzo to then set down Needleworm and activate Card of Destruction. Oh, I got rid of 3 pieces of Exodia. So Yugi can't win now. So that makes it a lot more fun for me. Oh, Mystical Elf. Alright, but that works in my favor, honestly. Interesting choice. Why wouldn't you bring back... Dark Magician. I was wondering why they brought back Sangan instead of bringing back Gaia the Fierce Knight. Interesting choice, Yugi, since you don't have anything to work with that. And Dark Magician's gone. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, this is going to make it even more fun. We're going to flip summon Needleworm. So Yugi's going to lose 5 cards, which those cards would have been really helpful. Let's activate Monster Reborn. And in case Yugi decides to play any trap cards, we're going to play Jinzo on the field. Now, I know I could have brought back Dark Magician or Guy of the Fierce Knight, but it's good to use one of my monsters for this. So let's see. We can bring out Elemental Hero Wild Edge, the Red Eye Slash Dragon, or Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. Let's go with the Red Eye Slash Dragon. And you know what? That's a really good card, King of the Swamp, if you really want to use fusion monsters. So now let's go through and see how many life points will Yugi have left after these 3 monsters go through. Ah, Karibo. Nice job, Yugi. But I am playing the role of Seto Kaiba. So, no! So is Yugi just going to lose by keep drawing cards? Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, this is the best I'm going to be able to do, is play Man-Eater Bug in defense mode. Now, hopefully Yugi does a dumb decision and plays a monster like Curse of Dragon, maybe. Summon Skull, perhaps. Nope, Giant Soldier of Stone. I gotta get rid of Giant Soldier of Stone so I don't lose any life points on this turn. That's the best I can do for now. Alright, let's place this monster in defense mode. And that's the best I can do for the moment. And now Yugi lost another card. Oh, come on. Oh, but wait. I'm going to get 1,000 life points. But then I'm going to activate Giant Trunade to get all those cards back. I'm going to summon Cyber Harpy Lady. Place this face down again. We're going to eliminate Celtic Guardian. And that'll be my turn. That was probably a mistake. Yep. Ooh, we still have 100 life points left, but we'll get 1,000 back. Sorry, Shadow Slayer, but I gotta play in defense mode. And might as well activate Fusion Gate again. Please run out of cards. Please run out of cards. Well, I lost this one. Yugi almost ran out of cards, but at least I didn't lose to Exodia. So let's try again. We're going to battle Yugi without Exodia this time. So there's less of a chance of that happening. And actually, I'm just going to go check my computer for a second, so just give me 1 second. Okay, that's better. So let's see, you're using Wasteland and Mammoth Graveyard. I'm going to place this monster in defense and end my turn. We're going to play Bubble Man in defense mode for now. I'm not going to use any trap cards or anything. Alright, now we're both going to take damage, I think, from that card. I'm just going to end my turn. Hopefully we get a monster, because I will use the one of the newer cards, Obelisk the Tormentor, for my deck, and Red Eyes Black Dragon to combine with Montage Dragon. So hopefully we get any kind of monster. And we did. So I'll place this face down. I'm going to special summon Montage Dragon with all 3 of those monsters. And let's see, how many points did we get? 6,300. Mirror Force. I planned for this. Just in case if that went wrong. Main phase 2. I'm going to place 2 cards face down. And end my turn. Now, hopefully, I can bring a card back during Yugi's battle phase. It's okay. I can still work with it. I know that's not good in my favor. Alright, now we're going to activate Mirror Force. So both monsters are gone. And now, Call of the Haunted. Let's see what we can bring back. Oh, and we can bring back Obelisk. Obelisk, the Tormentor in attack mode. Oh, what? Alright, well, that stinks. But we'll play Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. Probably should have waited to use Call of the Haunted, but oh well. And we're both just going to keep taking damage, and we're tied right now. Alright, let's summon Shadow Slayer in attack mode. One of my favorite monster cards now. Now, Shadow Slayer doesn't have a lot of attack points, but if a player is playing defensively, it's going to work out better. Mirror Force. Alright, I'm going to lose some life points on that. So Yugi is technically ahead. But not for long. Why play Mystical Elf? Well, we're not going to use Maneater Bug's special ability. That's why. Because he had Karibo in his hand. So, that's unfortunate. But Yugi still loses life points for using that card. So next turn, I think he can get rid of it. You know what? Let's test out that theory. Will Yugi get rid of that card? Nope. Automatic win. I didn't have to do anything for that one. So now we're going to go up against Joey. Can we defeat the Time Wizard on this one? Alright, so far we're not doing great in terms of the rock, paper, scissors situation. But this is definitely going to be a fun experience. But let's see. I'm going to start with a face down. And then I'm going to play Bloodsucker in defense mode. Honestly, that's another upcoming card that I do really like. Wait. I don't remember that card in Joey's deck. No, let's let that one go through. Alright, now we're going to play Elemental Hero Sparkman. But we're going to leave that monster in defense mode for the moment. Now, it'd be great if we got Jinzo or Elemental Hero Wildheart, or that. That works too. Harpy's Feather Duster. So what did Joey have? Grave Robber and Bottomless Trap Hole. Alright, now we're gonna summon Shadow Slayer, and then activate Fairy Meteor Crush on Sparkman. And we're gonna actually have Bloodsucker switch to attack mode. And we're going to use Shadow Slayer special ability. Alright, Joey takes damage, and Joey's going to take a little bit more damage, but also lose a card in the process. And Joey lost Axe Raider, which could have easily destroyed all three of my monsters. So this duel, actually, I think is going to be mine. You know what? We're going to go into the battle phase. We're going to give Joey one more turn, because I really do want to use Obelisk the Tormentor. So we're going to end our turn there. That's fine that they have Armored Lizard, because of Scrap Iron Scarecrow. It's not going to do anything. Alright, now I'm going to summon Obelisk the Tormentor, and we're actually going to be able to use Obelisk this time, and not automatically just go back to the graveyard again. And that's a win. Alright, back to Yugi for the reverse duel. And then we'll switch it up and go to like different kind of duels and stuff like that. Maybe I'll go up against Pegasus and see if I can win with this deck. Reach across the room for my soda. So I moved it a little bit closer. Yugi, really? You're starting off with that? Alright, first off, I'm going to place this. Then I'm going to play Shadow Slayer. And attack Yugi's life points directly for a nice, good amount of damage. Now, I could have used Misjudge, but I'm going to save that for later. I'm just going to place a monster in defense, and my turn. Since Yugi is using Swords of Revealing Light, which I think for a bunch of these videos on the live streams, I haven't used any Swords of Revealing Light cards in the decks. Ooh. Yugi better hope I don't get Harpy's Feather Duster. Activate Graceful Charity. Call of the Haunted. And we're going to send Blue Eyes to the graveyard. We're going to place this face down. And now we're going to play Misjudge in attack mode. And I'm going to end my turn with that. Now, will that spell work this turn? Yep. So, Yugi lost some points. Oh. Well, that card's going back to Yugi's hand. Ooh, this might actually work out in my favor. Nope. We have to get both of them on the one side. Oh yeah, I can't do anything for this one. But Swords of Revealing Light are gone. Now, will this save Yugi? Nope. That's when I'm happy in that situation. Curse of Dragon, huh? Well, I'm just going to place this face down and end my turn. Because Yugi can't risk destroying that card on the field. But I'm going to play Elemental Hero Sparkman. Ooh. Okay, so we lost 600 points, but it's not terrible. We're in the lead. So now Yugi has 2 Curse of Dragons. You know what? I'm going to risk it. Monster Reborn. And actually, you know what? I'm going to play Blue Eyes in defense mode, which is probably a very weird thing to say, because I'm betting Yugi has Mirror Force out, and I don't trust that card at all. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm also going to place this monster in defense, just in case Yugi is able to do something with that. Alright, let's play Shadow Slayer. Now, I'm going to use the special ability, Spellbinding Circle. But I'm going to activate something, United We Stand, on that monster, so that way Yugi can't destroy it. Now, I'm not going to be able to use it offensively, but technically that's a good defense. Okay, never mind then. But that actually works out for me, in my favor, because since Shadow Slayer isn't affected by the Spellbinding Circle anymore, which Yugi made a very fatal error with that, because that magic card is just going to keep taking life points away. And that's going to be the duel, pretty much. We're going to use Shadow Slayer special ability to end the duel. Alright, let's go all the way to Pegasus. We're going to start... oh, wait. No, Pegasus wins that one. We got to go play as Yugi for this one. I think in a couple duels I'll switch it over to one of the other series. Maybe go to the Duelist challenges. Okay, so Pegasus is already starting with some stuff. So let's play Needleworm and just start with that. And let's see where it goes. Because I'm pretty sure he needs Toon World to use those monster cards, right? Okay, so he needs Toon World. So I'm just going to play Bubble Man in defense mode. And go from there. And now he has the Toon Gemini Elf. Which if he gets Toon World, that's going to be very bad. Let's see. I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to play Avion in defense mode. And we'll work with that for now. Alright, let's activate Giant Trunade. Then I'm going to summon Dark Magician. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do that, flip summon Needleworm. So let's see. What does Pegasus lose? Okay, he lost Mirror Force. So now I'm going to sacrifice both of those monsters to bring out Dark Magician onto the field. And then I'm going to activate Fairy Meteor Crush on the Dark Magician. So that way any monster that is used... or not used. If it's used on any monster in defense mode, they still take damage. Uh-huh. Now Pegasus is hiding behind Swords of Revealing Light. Which is fine. I'm going to keep my cards for now. Interesting move, Pegasus, that you use Copycat. Alright, we're going to play Magic Cylinder. Activate Fusion Gate. Which we don't have a monster at the moment. But that's... I'm going to have to use King of the Swamp in defense mode. Just in case. Okay, so they're keeping stuff in defense mode. We're going to play Misjudge in attack mode. And let's activate Harpy's Feather Duster. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, Graceful Charity. We're gonna send both of those cards to the graveyard. Activate Pot of Greed. No, I don't want to use that now. How many level 2 monsters do we have in the graveyard? Just one. So I'll place that face down for now and end my turn. Because that is one of the new magic cards I got. Of course, they got rid of that one. Activate Magic Cylinder. This is going to be a risky play. Hand Destruction. Alright, we're going to summon Junk Synchron in attack mode and activate its special ability to bring back Needleworm in defense mode. So now that's one less monster to deal with. Uh-oh. Really? Well, we lost that duel. Alright, let's go do some of the challenge stuff here. Duelist challenges. Let's go up against Mr. Armstrong. Just gonna adjust the mic really quick. Let's see. The only thing I can really do is play some face down cards. But that's it. So, that's the first turn of this one. Scrap Iron Scarecrow, please. Ooh, and a face down card. Let's play Elemental Hero Woodsman in defense mode and just end our turn. Don't have to do anything else further. And of course they drew that card. Scrap Iron Scarecrow for the win. They honestly might run out of cards if they keep trying to do that. But I can't do anything this turn. Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Ooh, they're bringing out another monster. Battery Man Charger. Uh-oh. Oh, they just sent that card back to my hand? Alright, I'm going to place that face down. And place that face down. and activate card destruction. We'll go with Needleworm for now. They got a lot of those supply cards. Let's just let Needleworm's ability go to work. That's fine with me. We're going to place Call of the Haunted. And place this face down. And end my turn. So far, no life points were lost in the process of this. Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Alright, now I'm going to activate Call of the Haunted. Which, I don't know how this is going to work if I bring back Jinzo, so we're going to try it. And see what happens. Now we're going to activate Mage Power. And we're going to summon Elemental Hero Sparkman in attack mode. Okay, so they're going to get 3 cards. Well played. Well played. Another Battery Man Charger. Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Might as well try for it. Now they're going to get 3 cards. And I'll end my turn. Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Alright, I'm going to summon Luster Dragon in attack mode. That's not going to be good for them. They have 1 card left. This is going to be very interesting to see what they do. I'm sorry, what? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, what? Alright, let's see how well this deck fares against this Duelist. in the challenges. Alright, let's see what we got. Don't want to activate that just yet. Because I want to use Pot of Greed to see what cards we get. See if we need to put stuff in the graveyard. This is going to be a risky play. Elemental Hero Sparkman. That'll end my turn. Well, this is the best that I can do for the moment. And I think after this one, I'll go through one more duel. Alright, we lost some points there. Alright, now I'm going to use Red Eye's Baby Dragon. Let's get rid of that token. Alright. I'm going to place that face down. And place that face down. And end my turn. Why do they always go for the last one? Can't they go for the first one? Alright, now we're going to have to wait 9 years for this summon to be finished. Because I feel like it's going to be... Well, they're going to summon this, and then they're going to summon something else. Oh, special ability. Special summon tokens. I'm not surprised. So, another duel that's going to take 9 years. Because they just keep getting rid of monsters and summoning other things. Magic Cylinder is not really going to do much for me here. But I gotta try it. Might as well use it. Huh. Well, I'm going to place that face down and play Elemental Hero Avion in defense mode. We could actually get a good comeback, possibly. Alright, now they're summoning something else. Oh, here we go. Another summon that's going to take 9 years. Like, how many monsters are they going to summon in this span of one turn? Because let me guess, they're going to bring out a token. Oh, come on. Oh, now they're going to special summon the tokens? Ridiculous. Alright, I'll try one more, and I think that's where we're going to wrap up the stream for today. Let's go up against Alexis Rhodes. Not a great hand to start. Oh, and Alexis has ritual monsters already. Wonderful. I activate the spell card, Pot of Greed. It allows me to draw 2 cards. I'll place 2 cards face down. And then I'll play this monster face down in defense mode. Alright, now how is this card gonna ruin the duel for me? Really? Scrap Iron Scarecrow? Not letting that many points go for this turn. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me right now? With this nonsense going on? This is the best I can do. Goes right back to your hand, Alexis. You know, that's so annoying. But now that card's not going to be able to do anything. Because of what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of Wall of Illusion. For Jinzo. Now, I know I'm not going to be able to activate this while Jinzo's on the field. But in case they destroy Jinzo, I'm destroying one of those tokens. And that means that trap card's not going to work. So we might actually win a challenge. Are you for real? Well, I'm going to put Red Eye's Baby Dragon in defense mode and activate card destruction. And that's all I can do for now. Like, really? Oh, come on. Alright. Well, this duel's another loss. Well, that stinks. Alright, well, that's where we're going to wrap up today's stream. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It is always appreciated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.